Today I would like to discuss strategies for effective teaching and how we can bring it into the classroom. The first article I read regarding this subject was called Self-Regulated Learning of Principle-Based Concepts. Do students prefer worked examples, faded examples, or problem solving? This was written by Foster, Rawson, and Dunlosky in 2016. So this was about students solving problems. The studies were done with college-age students, and there was two primary strategies that were given to the students. One was called a worked example, studying an example problem where every step is worked out, and it was given alongside with the solution. Then there was problem solving, where the students could attempt to solve the problem completely from start to finish with no support. And then they introduced faded examples. So they took the worked example that had every step already worked out along with the solution, and they just took a few of the answers or a few of the steps away. And so they found that using worked examples can improve students' accuracy when combined with problem solving, or when worked examples are presented in a partial format, which is what they called faded examples. Students were more likely to select problem solving initially and throughout the practice, with relatively limited use of the worked examples early on in the practice, following an incorrect problem solving attempt. So the students might first attempt to problem solve to see if they can do it, then, if needs be, choose a worked example as a form of restudy. The group in the study who had faded examples actually performed higher than when they had just fully worked examples alone. So using faded examples would be able to enhance student problem solving. Students can effectively use this kind of problem solving strategy without any training. So this is an excellent way to bring it into the classroom, even at lower levels and younger ages. We can explain to them how we can problem solve, and when that doesn't work, we can have a worked example. And we can also build in some faded examples where it's not completely given to them to build their problem-solving strategies. Another article I read was called When Analogies Harm by Wiley, Jager, Taylor, and Griffin in 2017. And this study found that many students suffer from poor meta-comprehension accuracy. So that means they're quite poor at gauging how well they have understood what they read. This is also a study done for college-age students, so post-secondary students, and they found that they don't have an accurate sense of their understanding. And that was very critical for studying, because if the student already thought that they knew the subject, then they would not study for it, and then they would fail on the test. Reading this article led me to an essay in a collection of essays that was also written by Wiley, Griffin, and Tide. And the collection of essays was called Improving Reading Comprehension Through Metacognitive Reading Strategies Instruction. And the actual essay was called Improving Metacomprehension with the Situation Model. And again, in this one, they referred to a study done with college students, and it showed that they are quite poor at gauging how well they have understood what they just read. And so this got me thinking that it's accurate for not just college students. And so the essay that was in the collection of essays, they were actually referring to American college students, and they did refer to the fact that American schools had not set the students up in a way that they can be successful in post-secondary education. And I think that that is something that we can do as teachers in the Canadian public school system. We can set our students up for success if we help them with their meta comprehension at a younger age. We provide them with clear goals of what they should be reading, what they should be understanding, what they need to know to comprehend, and then let us know what they have learned. The main takeaways that I got from all of these articles was to give strategies to our students to problem solve effectively and comprehend what they are learning so that they can not just regurgitate the information, but accurately learn it and then explain it in their own way and in multiple different areas. That way, if we teach them these strategies at a young age in the primary grades, then and continue it throughout their education, they will have a more easy transition into